Hi, good evening Internet, I am Banks for a new tutorial video on my new add-on, SkyscrapX. The add-on I created with love and passion and the love of urbanism. It's very inspired of Buildify, which is very similar, but I made some tweaks and a lot of optimization, a lot of features which you don't have on Buildify. So this tutorial is for you. I'm sorry in advance, my English is quite bad. I'm French, I'm sorry, yes, baguette, we know. And this is my first video ever on internet, so sorry, but it will be okay. So let's stop chatting. You are here, you want to know how do you use SkyscrapX. So SkyscrapX, it's a building procedural generator. It's made for creating cities, architecture. So basically, the idea of SkyscrapX is 3-click, one mesh. So why is very optimized? Because with SkyscrapX, you can generate buildings. It's a single mesh in 3 clicks. And the best things is, with Buildify and with a lot of geometry nodes, it's very laggy for the processor, it's very laggy for the computer, but with my add-on, you generate one mesh and you can duplicate it, you can generate as much as you want. So the installation of the add-on is very simple. It's like every add-ons, preferences, install from disk, add-on, tac, it's .zip, and then here you are. So once it's done, you have in the inspector, in the Blender inspector, in the object inspector, you have a little icon. You have SkyscrapX procedural building generator. Yeah, I love it. Make building footprint. It can be placed everywhere you want. And this button is to generate a building. So how you do generate a building? You need two things. A footprint, so it's a plain mesh, not 3D, a plain mesh, and you need assets that you're going to make and arrange it in different collections. You can modify as you want the footprint. You can make almost every form you want. And each asset you're going to arrange in the collection are basically your floors. The roof, the first floor, the second floor, if you want to be different. So you can do as much as you want. And that's the first thing which is different from Buildify. In Buildify, you are limited to 3 layers. The roof, the main floors, and how you say in English, le rez-de-chaussée, the ground floor, But in SkyscrapX, you can make as much layer as you want. Like a middle floor, like different style of floors on the same building if you want. So literally in 3 clicks, make a building footprint, select the floor like the ground floor, generate, and voila. And 0.04 seconds. You have your building. Great. Okay, it's good, but remember, the time is relative to the complexity of the meshes you have. So yeah, it's cool, but don't put millions of vertices on single mesh, please. So as I said in Buildify, you have to struggle with only 3 layers, but in SkyscrapX, you can put as much layer as you want. And I'm going to show you how to do it. For example, I'm going to generate 4 floors. So the main floors, the ground floors, the roof. Let's put our roof here. So, and the first thing, as you can see, the layers are organized like the building structure. So it's coherent. So it's easy to manage to say, okay, the first layer is the roof, of course. The last layer, down, is the ground floor. And click, I generate. And I have a building in less than a second. And voila, you have a full building generated. And which is very cool, it's procedural, so you can generate as much version as you want. So you have a seed here that you can change as much as you want. And so when you click on randomize, it automatically generates a new version. Also, you have this little option which is named vertical wall alignment. And what it's doing it's going to make all the floors, all the layers random. So you can generate a chaotic building, which is very cool for cyberpunk style or organic building maybe. And like I said, you can put middle floors and you can, create layers of layers, etc., etc. And so the add-on take in charge the holes, the what I call islands, holes in island, almost every form, every shape. Sorry. Oh, and a little tips for you. If you want to gain some time, for example, you have a big mesh with a lot of vertices. If you want to gain some performance to generate your building, you can erase all the faces you don't see. If you don't need it, you can erase all the faces you don't see. So as you can see, my number of faces and vertices have decreased. A very nice feature too, but based on the condition to respect the metric of Blender, you have the total height of your building. So it's perfect for architecture, for urban planning, when you need to make a proportional editing, So you have all the information here. When you want to move your building, you just have to select the footprint and move it. And as promised, you have one single mesh that you can edit. And the most coolest thing, everything is already merged. You don't have to make, mesh, cleanup, merge by distance. No, in the process is already done. So you don't have to do it. A very important thing to know, as you know, all your pieces are arranged in a collection. But how the system know what is a corner and what is a wall? You have a naming system, a naming protocol to respect. For the walls, nothing. You can name how you want. But for the corners, for example, for the corner, the exterior corner underscore ext underscore and the name that you want. And it's the same thing for the interior corner underscore int underscore and then the name you want. And the same goes for the straight corner. Corner underscore straight str underscore. So that's how the system know what is a corner and what is a wall. In the case you don't remember, I put a little note in the inspector of the building generator here. Good to know. I don't think you will need to, but if you have a bug, for example, you don't update the original meshes, you have a debug. You can clear the geometry cache and you can clear the template of optimization cache. In the case you have to, but I don't think you will have to touch these buttons because it's automatic. And as promised, you can generate more than 100 floors. Generate, and voila! 100 floors in 4.80 seconds. Well, this is the end of the tutorial. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope this tutorial will be useful for you. Enjoy, use the add-on, it's free, it's open source. If you want to support me on iChire or Gumroad, you can put the amount of money as much as you want. I don't care. Thanks a lot. See you later.